Hi everyone, today we're going to explain about cognates. What are cognates? I refers a words in two or more languages that share a similar form, meaning, and origin. When I say form, I refer have a similar spelling or appearance when its meaning share the same or very close meaning when its origin they come from the same historical roots such as a Latin or Greek. Also, we have some important characteristics. The first one is recognize familiar words in the new language. That is, refers they allow you to identify words that you already know in your native language. The second one, similar pronunciation and spelling. That is, facilitated comprehension, although there may be a slight difference due to the pronunciation rules of each language. The third one, share a meaning. That is, usually have the same meaning in both languages, which helps to understand the context. And the last one, etymology. They exist because many come from the same root, be it Latin, Greek, or in another language. We have differences in English and Spanish about cognates. In Spanish, plurals are formed by adding s or es at the end of the word, while in English uses only s at the end of the word in most of the case. Spanish often includes writing accent marks like tilde, but in English doesn't use accent marks. So the similarities in Spanish and English, the first one are shared origins. That is, refers to many words in English and Spanish have a common roots because both language borrows vocabulary from Latin and Greek. The second one, recognizable word ending, that is, refers they often share a specific patterns in endings that make them easy to identify across languages. The third one has spelling patterns, that is, refers that many cognate words have almost identical spellings. And the last one, cross-cultural borrowing, that is, refers the language have borrowed words from another cultures and these words are adapted to each language.
Now we are going to talk about true cognates. True cognates are words in two or more languages that share the same origin, have similar spelling and pronunciation, and retain the same meaning. These words evolved from a common ancestral language, such as Latin or Greek. Characteristics are they have the same or very similar spelling. They also have similar pronunciation with the differentiation through the accent and the same meaning in both languages. Most of true cognates in English come from Latin, Greek, and Germanic roots. From Latin due to the influence from the Roman Empire and the Norman Conquest. As an example, animal and animal. From Greek through scientific and academic terms, as an example, democratia and democracy. And Germanic roots that are shared by English, Dutch, and German. House in English, Hus in Old English, Huis in Dutch, and house in German. Some examples of true cognates are doctor and doctor in English and Spanish, music and musique in English and French, and glass and glass.
False cognates are words in different languages that look or sound similar but have different meanings. They can be tricky for language learners because they seem familiar but lead to misunderstandings. For example, in English, actual means real or current, while in Spanish, actual means present or updated. Another example is the English word embarrassed and in Spanish embarazada, which actually means pregnant. Remember, even though they look alike, false cognates remind us that language is full of surprises.